Hey cake lovers, welcome to the final day in Portsmouth. I am going for breakfast at the Canteen, which is a place that has been recommended. And from there, I'm going to go to the cathedral, because the cathedral, according to Google Maps, is like 5-minute walk from the Canteen. So I'm going to have a look at the cathedral. That's if it's open at that time. Better check. If not, there are some other kind of sort of the Canteen is near the beach and it's near kind of some historical monuments. So if the cathedral isn't open after I finish breakfast, I'll just go and have a walk along there. The weather at the moment is dry. There's a little bit of sun, but the main thing is it's dry at the moment, though it is supposed to be raining quite soon. And then after that, I'm going to go pick up my donuts from Hyde. That's another place that's recommended. I pre-ordered some donuts. I'm going to pick them up, come back to my hotel. I booked late checkout, which is more money, but sometimes, like I said before, you don't want to be rushing and getting out for 10. You want that extra bit of time. So checkout is at 2. And then I'm back to London, where I've been looking at the weather and it's just like rain. And I know I keep going on about the weather, but it's June. Yeah, June is supposed to be summer. Where's all this rain? Rain, rain, rain. I was looking at the moment, Beyonce's performing, well, not right now, but she's doing dates at Tottenham Hotspur, and the first date was yesterday, and it was torrential rain from the videos that I saw. But people were queuing up. People who are standing up tend to queue up quite early so they can get the best standing spot. And the rain that people were enduring in the queue, I was just like, it could never be me, especially people who are all decked out in their cowboy Carter outfits, and the rain. But you know, it didn't dampen spirits. You're just like, it's England, isn't it? The rain. But it's just so disappointing. But yeah, so that's it. And then when I get back to London, I will do a kind of overview of my time in Portsmouth. I'm back. Went for breakfast at the Canteen. I walked there. These past 2 days, I've walked everywhere. My legs have been my transport. It's a very walkable city if you like walking, and I like walking. So I went to the Canteen, had breakfast. That was nice, very quick service. I would have liked to sit outside, but the weather was like, no. Then I popped into the cathedral. I think I was expecting something a lot more grand when you think of cathedrals and cathedrals that I have been to, but it was still, you know, cathedrals and churches are very serene places. Even if you're not particularly religious, they're very nice places just to sit and contemplate your thoughts. And there were some volunteers in there, you know, organising the flowers, and that's what you see with churches and cathedrals. They need volunteers basically to keep going, to sort of maintain the appearance of churches. There was a donation box, and what I liked actually is that you could donate by card if you wanted to. Modern touch. And then I went to pick up my donuts from Hideout. Hideout Coffee is another place that was recommended. I'm going to show you the donuts. I ordered a white Boston churro and apple crumble. I pre-ordered them basically to make sure I've got what I wanted, because that's the way to make sure you get what you want if you pre-order. This is the box. Sorry, I showed you the box. I'm just trying to figure it out. Open it like that. See the donuts. Ooh. See them? You know I'm gonna eat all 3 of them, you know. Good donuts, good donuts. So like I said, there's white Boston, churro and apple crumble. And the apple crumble one is actually vegan. So it's come up to 11. My train is at 2. I think I'm just gonna stay here for a bit in my room. 11, 12. Just chill, maybe have a nap, because you know my sleeping is not, I just don't sleep very well at all at the moment. So if I can catch a couple of these as well, that might be good. But let me get into these donuts. Finish all the donuts. My favourite one was the white Boston. The apple crumble one was good as well. They were all good, but my favourite was the white Boston. And apple crumble one, Good option if you don't like overly sweet donuts, and also that one was vegan. And the weather now, look at it, it's all sunny now. Typical. But anyway, I'll be leaving in like a couple of hours time. I said I was going to wait until I got back to London to do my over review, but I've got like an hour and a half to kill, so I'm going to do it here. Portsmouth is a nice town. It's a nice little town. I'm not sure what I was expecting. But it's a nice town. I will say, where I'm staying like literally 2 minutes from the train station. It's very windy. And I'm like, is it windy because it's near the sea? But where I'm staying is not that near the sea. But I suppose because it's a coastal town, maybe it's just naturally windy. I don't know, it's just very windy. It wasn't particularly warm, but that's because you're near the coast. Near the coast, not going to be that warm, especially when in general it's not warm. I mean, it's June, so it should be warm, but we know it's UK weather, isn't it? I mean, I was looking at the weather back where I live and it was raining. I mean, the weather, I'm looking back to where I live and it's going to be raining. Anyway, so first I had Natty's jerk. Definitely go to Natty's jerk. That food was really, 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 really good food. Good Caribbean food. The Spinnaker Tower definitely is something that you should see. I mean, like I said it before, it is like Portsmouth's London Eye. I pre-bought because I want the afternoon tea, but you don't have to have the afternoon tea. You can just turn up there. You don't have to pre-book, and you get to go up. You see the views, etc., etc. There was a gift shop at the bottom. I suppose a lot of people probably come because of the outlet shopping, which I did indulge in. I didn't think I would. I knew I was going to walk around there, but I did indulge in. The outlet shopping is good. It may be a place to come if you're going to come just for the day. Come for the day on a nice summer's day. Go to the beach. Go to the Spinnaker Tower. Have a nice dinner, lunch, brunch, because in the Gunwharf Quays they've got lots of restaurants there, like chain restaurants, so you can eat something, do some shopping. So definitely, I mean, it's 2 hours from London Victoria, so it's not that far. But I don't really hear people talk a lot about Portsmouth. So definitely one to consider if you're looking at trying to explore more towns in the UK. I hope you enjoyed my mini vlog series. My next one, that vlog series, as in I stay overnight, I think it's going to be, let me just check which one it's going to be. I think it's Norwich, but I'm not doubly sure. Let me just double check which one it's going to be. Yeah, Norwich. And I'm only staying overnight, then that's the beginning of July. And then after that, not long after that, is I'll be going to Liverpool for a couple of nights. But in between that, I will be doing day trips. I think my next day trip, I think it's Folkestone, but I'm not entirely sure. But next week, I mean, this video is not going to go up until beginning of next week. But today is Friday as I record it. Wednesday, or was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday, got tennis at Queen's Club, which I'm really looking forward to. I just hope the weather, I hope the weather stays like at least dry. It doesn't have to be sunny, but at least dry. But anyway, I will see you in the next one.